Hi, this is Mike Leahy of Leahy Consulting. We are Macola software experts and have been a Macola software reseller for the past 20 years. Over the past 10 years, we've been developing our own Macola add-on products that add new features and capabilities to your existing Macola software. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of our new Pulse Archive software. Pulse Archive speeds up your Macola software and makes it more responsive to all of your users. Let me explain how it works. After just a few years, your Macola database will grow to the point where the software is required to sort through millions of records every day. And it's these millions of records that are slowing down your Macola software. A few years ago, your Macola software did run faster because it had a lot less data to sort through. The Pulse Archive software is a unique product because it moves your old data to a separate, secure Macola database. None of your old data is ever deleted. It's just moved to another Macola database. This chart shows you how, after running our Pulse Archive software, your day-to-day Macola database will contain a smaller amount of data and will start running faster again. Your old data is archived and it's easily accessible when needed. Let me show you how the program works. This is the main Macola Archive software screen. First, let's run a report that displays the records that are in your database. And what this report does is it shows you all your critical files and then shows you the total number of records, and then by year it shows you the number of records by year. Now, I'm using our Macola demonstration database, so it doesn't have that many records. But the idea would be that if you're looking at your purchase orders and you have 10 or 15 years worth of purchase orders, it's probably time to remove those. The main screen here lists all of your Macola critical files and lets you set the number of months to retain for each file. We have found that retaining the most recent 36 months of data is a great choice for most companies, but if you want to keep more data or less data, it's simple to adjust the settings. So let's say, for example, that your accounting manager wants to retain 48 months of data for this file. Well, you just simply highlight it and change it to 48, and it's done. It's easy to change. If you don't want to archive some data, then just like here, you can select, or I can go to this one and say, I don't want to archive this data. It's real easy to do. To run the software, then, what you do is you just click on the Start Archiving button, and you type in the archive password. Now, for most companies, your Macola administrator would run the software monthly. Now, the first time that you run it, it's going to take quite a while to run. So we advise you to select an overnight, a time period, or a weekend the very first time. After that, it should only take about 30 minutes to run each month. Now, what it's doing right now is the first thing it's doing is it's synchronizing all of your Macola main databases, like your item file and your customer file and the vendor file. And the reason we're doing this is that if you were to add a new customer or a new product or a new vendor in your main database, it also needs to be in your archive database. So then what it's doing is it's going through, in our demonstration here, we just selected the accounts receivable files, or a few accounts payable files also. So those are the only ones that are going to be included. So at the bottom it's showing you the elapsed time and it's showing you that it's running, and in a moment we'll be ready to see the results. Okay, we're all finished. You can see that it synchronized all the master files, and then it puts a check mark next to each data file that it archived. At the bottom it tells you the elapsed time. It's going to take longer on your system, and then it tells you that it's completed. So it's a verification that it did work, and when you're finished you're just going to clear out of this. Now the very next thing we're going to do is we're going to press this Start Reindexing button, and again we're going to type in our password. Now this is a new feature that we added recently, and what it's doing is going through all of the tables, all the files that are in Macola. You can see there's 632 of them, and it's optimizing the index, and that's a technical term, but basically what it's doing is it's optimizing it so that it will now run as fast as possible. It kind of realigns everything. But the idea is that after you've removed data and now you've re-indexed, that the software is going to run at an optimal speed. We also maintain an audit trail. So for example, you can see in this particular instance, these are the tables that were archived. It's showing you the before and after in your live database, and then it's showing you the number of records that are resulting in the archive database. What this screen is designed to do is to show you that your Macola archive database is just another database on the list. The software does run with both Progression and Macola ES. In this example, I'm just showing you that the archive database appears just as another database. Of course, not everyone would have access to that database, but on a need basis, it's available at any time. So Pulse Archive is a must for anybody who is using the Macola ES or Progression software and has been using it for more than a few years. It speeds up your Macola processing by archiving old data, but that data is always available. It never deletes any data. So if your Macola database is packed with old files, you should consider purchasing the software. The price of the software for the first year is $3,900, and that includes installation, training, and unlimited phone support. Then in subsequent years, the cost of the software is $450 per year into subsequent years, and that includes unlimited software updates as well as unlimited phone support. So give us a call today for more information or to place an order. And remember that Pulse Archive is only one of our innovative software products that work with your Macola ES or Progression software. Our Pulse dashboard and reporting software, for example, is our best-selling product, and we have many, many other products that will help you streamline your use of Macola and save you time and money. So check out our website for more details or give us a call. Additionally, we are planning on adding more videos soon, so please consider subscribing to our Pulse software channel. So thank you for viewing our software today.